Well, hey there. How's it going? This is Michael, and I'm here with iTutor Group to give you a quick tips and tricks with this Manycam that we all are getting used to, I hope. Without further ado, let's get started. Number one, you're going to want to just download the software. So go to your portal on iTutor Group on the training tab and click on that, and there you will see the tutorial. You see the tutorial tab. What you're going to want to start with is downloading and installing Manycam, and right-clicking or clicking on this link and downloading this backdrop, the iTutor backdrop. So if you haven't done all this, just make sure you pause and get all that done, and then continue on with the video. Well, Manycam's open. Here we are. Here's the preset tabs. This is the top button right here. Not much you need to know about this. Right now I have it open down here. I'm going to make a new preset for us all just to show you what I do, what helps me get properly set up for a class. Let's click on that and open up your camera. Now keep in mind that there are issues with, if you're using an external camera, make sure that you close that software first. Here's my Logitech. I use a Logitech camera, for example. And if this was open before I open Manycam, then it wouldn't work. It just depends on which one's open first. So make sure you shut these down. So once you created a new playlist, you get on this playlist and get to work. First thing is click on your video tab right here. The next one down. Make sure you're set to 40p. 60 frames per second is a good frame rate for what we're doing. And the next is the zoom button. Now this button, as you see, my background's not the best. It's not the best situation. I can't imagine that most of us have the best situation to work with, but we make it work. So what I do is, for two reasons, I put one zoom on. That's all I need for myself. It hasn't cut everything out. It's tightened up my picture a bit. And as you know, on iTutor Group, it does actually crop you a little bit, but now I can still see my sofa in the background here, but I'll show you how I kind of fix that. So the second reason why I do that, besides, you know, to get a tighter shot and kind of take out the background, it allows me to move myself around, so to speak. Basically, I can, instead of moving the camera or moving myself around, I can just do it this way, which I find very handy, and you might as well. The other thing I like to do is, right now it's a mirrored image, so my left hand is on the right side of the screen. I find that super annoying, and you will once you start using Manycam more. So click on this button right here to flip yourself this way, and then just kind of realign it, and there you go. So now my left hand is the left hand, so I'm just looking at what I'm doing at myself. And that's all I use. I do a little bit of color correction, maybe brightness. Make sure that your lighting is proper, and make sure, you know, curtains are closed, because you don't want your lighting to change throughout the day. It just causes problems with the chroma key, and you want to have consistent lighting. But yeah, I don't play around with this too much. Just be careful that it doesn't have a zero value, so you don't know where zero is. When you start playing with it, that's it. And if you do screw it up too much, if you play with this color correction, you screw it up, just delete that playlist and just do a new one right here. Just add a new one. Let's open up chroma key. This is why you're all here. First things first, hopefully you've downloaded the backdrop along with, yeah, here's the backdrop that I mentioned before. And save that somewhere. I actually keep it in a backdrop folder, but I just kept it out here so you guys can see. Click it on, chroma key, turn it on, and just go to work. Start clicking on the green. I like to do this without the background first, because you can see it more. But move your hands around. Look at that, again, some weird greens and stuff like that. I like working with the black background, and I move around like this. And this is the flashlight that I was talking about as well. All we're doing now is just removing that green background that I have, so that I can superimpose something else and look like I'm wherever I want to be that day. Sure that if you click too many times, or you click on something that you don't want to remove like your face, you can just hit this refresh button. It starts you right from the beginning. You can play around with these things a little bit. See, that will cut out my face, so I don't want that. That would add too much green, so you just kind of spread these out in a way that works best for your lighting. Okay, obviously opposite way for that. Click on your background. You want a custom background. I'm going to go to my desktop here where I have this one saved and open up, and boom, there you are. As you can see, there's still some jaggy lines here and stuff. I'm not going to click on that. That's a gray. That might cut out something in the future, but I can play around with this a little bit. That actually did nothing. So I'll just go to my video and move myself around a bit. And there we go. Good enough. I think I mentioned that iTutor Group, see, it does crop you slightly. So that's kind of a bonus feature with iTutor Group, is that it does crop you a little bit. So it's kind of neat. Making your own props, go to this website, the Manycam website, find some that you can make, and I recommend making those. If you go to your effects here, making those preset ones, and then they save under a group. And what you want to do here is you can look at the catalog, what's already available to you. There's tons of cool things here. I mean, I put together my own. So I would take an object, let's say an apple and a banana. Let's say I want to make a fruit theme. I only have two for now. But at the bottom here, you can select this and save as a preset and just name this fruit. You can even build on this later as well and create that. And then what I usually use, or I've started using, is my groups right here. And these are ones I've created. So that's my food one. I'm just going to remove this for now. And let's say, for example, I have a beach one. Oh, whoa, that's weird. Okay, there's my beach setting. Or I have my swimming one. This one's great, is mom. What would your mother do? Kids love that, and so do adults. But make sure, you gotta be kind of, back. You gotta start it a little bit further back, so otherwise it's like too big. So you'll get used to that. Just play around with it in your free time. But download all that stuff. As you can see, there's that Afro wig I just showed you. That's pretty much it that I want to show you for this video. Have a great time with this stuff, and happy teaching with iTutor Group and Michael. Have a good one.